Welcome to the Drama Dose, episode 6.
Where we keep it real,
keep it spicy.
keep it just dramatic enough to keep you coming back.
I'm Super Ashley.
And I'm Queen Carlene. Let's go, girls. We're professionals.
Oh my God, we're so good. We're outfit repeaters today, too.
Honestly, look at us saving the earth.
Honestly, the last few episodes, we were wearing jeans and like t-shirts, and every single one, I was like, I'm so self-conscious about like my roles.
No, it was bad.
Which is like so stupid, especially for like the majority of you are listening
Especially
and not
you
watching.
literally just
What?
lost like so much weight. You
Yeah,
just hit a huge milestone.
Yeah, I know, but when you sit down, there's still rolls. That's just, it doesn't matter how skinny you get.
I know. No, literally, I was like, why'd we wear jeans?
Yeah, and honestly, they were my comfy jeans, so it's not like I was
Mine
really
weren't.
uncomfortable.
I was
Oh
an
no,
idiot.
you know,
I was an idiot and wore like
she had on this
jeans.
brand new TikTok shop pair, Judy
Like, what am I
Blues,
doing?
and I said, those are standing jeans, and she sat here and broke those bitches
I
in.
know. I don't know what I was thinking.
Oh my God.
But whatever,
But
you know.
anyway, we're back to our leggings and big sweatshirts.
Yeah.
Because,
Mine is not big though. I wish I had an XXL. This is XL.
Where are these from? Amazon?
Amazon, but it like shrunk, so I'm like.
Oh.
So if you guys are watching or listening,
It fits you fine.
I know, but
Yeah.
I love an oversized
Yeah.
moment, and
Yeah.
I just feel a little constricted.
So it might be 90 degrees outside, but we might still be in big sweatshirts.
It is
and
definitely not
leggings.
90 degrees out.
No, I'm saying when it is.
Oh,
Yeah,
I was
when
like,
it is.
where are you, Ashley?
Yeah. But what's been going on, girlfriend?
Girl, I think we should address the elephant in the room.
What?
Which is my crash out.
Oh.
Okay, you guys, I really didn't crash out. It was more like I crashed in because I just disappeared.
You crashed in your house and didn't
Literally.
leave.
I have not seen Ashley since.
The last time we recorded, 2 weeks
Yeah,
ago.
and we were supposed to go on like have margaritas.
Yeah.
We were gonna have a little self-help reflection day.
Yeah, we were gonna get in the hot
We
tub.
were gonna do all the things, and I literally, well, in all fairness, my cycle came again, but it wasn't that bad, considering like, you know, how I usually throw up and stuff. But you guys, I don't know, man. This seasonal depression this year.
You know what it is too? It's like we had that nice bit of warm weather, and then it got rainy again.
Honestly,
and it's like it's like the seasonal depression came back full force because it never had a chance to go away.
Yeah, it's almost like, you know, when you hear of like, I've never been a drug user, but like when people relapse on something, it's like you go harder.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and that's how
like
I felt.
you fall even deeper into it.
Yeah, like I was like emerging out of the depression, and then I was like, oh my God, it's sunny, and then I was like, ooh, like
yeah.
it honestly, it was
But
like
we're coming out the other end.
it was
now.
so rainy, and it reminded me of Seattle, which that's how it is in Seattle, like dreary, cold,
How are people
gray.
not always depressed there?
They are.
Oh yeah. Well, isn't Seattle like?
I'm pretty sure it's
Is
the most
it-
depressed state.
Probably. Also, isn't like a lot of serial killers come from Seattle?
Yes.
Yeah, they're just depressed
Yeah, probably, honestly.
to the point of murder.
No, okay. This took a turn real quick.
No, but there are so many. Listen, I listen to a lot of true crime, y'all. I am a crime junkie.
Are you really? I didn't know that about
Yeah.
you.
Oh yeah.
Are you a Dateline whore?
Love it. I
Oh,
fall
I
asleep
love
to
a
that.
Same.
I know.
Same.
I
David
know.
too.
There needs to be a case study on goes.
No, David the other day, he was like, I've already seen this one. I was like, that's a
Oh,
problem.
yeah.
How are you already watching? You're seeing multiple episodes of Dateline? There's like
Yeah.
thousands. You
Yeah,
seen them
there
all?
are.
You seen them all?
Yeah, no. Whenever Netflix comes out with like a true crime documentary, I'm
Yeah.
like, finally, y'all are like so late on this case.
Oh my
By
God.
the time it hits Netflix, the case is like I've already heard every podcast.
Do you watch them on like YouTube and stuff?
No, I usually just listen. True, Crime Junkies is my favorite.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I need to get more into that again. Well,
Yeah.
do I? I don't know.
Or
Maybe I
True
don't.
Crime with Kendall Ray. Love her.
Yeah, I love her. We love you, Kendall.
Murder, Mystery, and Makeup Mondays by Bailey Sarian.
I do love Bailey Sarian. There's another girl that I've been watching lately.
Stephanie Sue.
No, I have not watched Stephanie Sue, but I know her only because of the Nikocado avocado drama.
Oh God, that was crazy.
Yeah, I've heard of the drama, but like,
Yeah,
you know.
I like her mukbangs. They're good.
Okay.
Mhm.
Anyway, well, do you want to tell them what you did to me earlier?
What I did to you. So honestly, the reason we were gonna have our margarita night the other night was because I was gonna ask you then,
oh my God, I didn't
and
know
you canceled on me, and I was
My
like, it's
bad.
okay, I'm gonna see her on Tuesday.
My bad.
But I had a very important question for Carlene today. We came to her house and she had gifts for me and Rebecca, which was not part of the plan because I didn't bring shit.
I know.
other
I
than
blacked
my-
out at Marshall's the other day,
Yeah.
and
we got a really cute fruit punch scented cherry
Yeah,
candle
cherry
for
candles.
it. They're
But-
adorable, very anthro.
Yeah, right. That's why I had to get them. Had to get them.
But I asked Carlene to be a bridesmaid in my wedding. Yay! Which is honestly, it's very late, but we did have a dropout, and I knew you would step up to the plate.
I'll slide in.
And I needed to pick somebody I knew was going to be there. You already RSVP'd yes. I know you got your flights, and I was like,
well, I haven't gotten the flights yet.
Oh, okay.
You're giving me too much credit.
Okay, yeah, well.
But I was about to.
Now you're forced to.
Yeah, literally. Now I have a reason to. Not that I didn't have a reason before.
Yeah.
But what I will say too is the reason why the other bridesmaid can't come, it makes sense. So
yeah. She has a baby. It's too much with the baby. I get it. I'm not mad.
Yeah.
She's been my friend since the 6th grade. Like, yeah.
So I also love low key. Like, this is the perfect entry into the bridesmaid era because everything that required any work was already done.
Yeah, bachelorette's done, bridal shower's done,
everything's done, girl. I just have to show up on the day of, girl. Oh, you need some mascara, girl. Here you go.
Yeah.
You need a shot of tequila. Yeah. I got you.
Yeah, like, this is how much you owe the makeup artist. That's it. You're good.
Literally.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Done deal. Love it. Yeah. So I'm down. I'm excited, and I haven't found my dress. So
yeah,
the dress situation is now
pending.
Not an issue. Because
okay, yeah, like you didn't buy a dress.
I haven't bought a dress. Yeah,
perfect.
I was gonna actually, you guys show me. Your muumuu has the cutest dresses, and so
well, you need something for the welcome party. So
yeah, I'll still reach out and everything. Like they send and gift me stuff, and I already got a limoncello dress. You're gonna die. You're gonna die.
Is it white?
No. Well, no. It's not for the welcome party. It's just like for me to wear in Italy.
Oh, love it.
Yeah. It is. It's like white with like little lemons. Oh my god, you guys! I don't know what it is about lemons. Like they have me in a chokehold this season.
I'm cherries. Your lemons.
I don't understand. Yeah, I've literally hate the color yellow until this season.
Wow, growth.
Right? I don't know. I don't get it.
I feel like the older you get, you start to realize things.
Like what the hell?
Like I don't know. The older I get, I'm like, I really like the color brown. Like it's just random. You get older and you're like, I'm old now.
Yeah, like, I know.
Like that you never had any interest in. All of a sudden you're like, I like that.
I know. I'm like, oh my god, you guys, I need to like go to Home Depot and figure out the garden section. I'm like, ew, who am I?
Yeah.
What is happening?
For me, I'm like, I need to take 70 vitamins every morning.
Oh my god. I just realized
what?
My birthday's next month and I'm going to be so old. I'm scared.
Wait, what are you going to be, 35? 34? 36?
Ooh. I don't want to say it out loud.
Okay, just be 35 again.
Okay, but honestly, the other day I forgot my age and I was like, wait, am I 34 or am I 35?
Wait, you were born in 1990?
1989.
Oh my god, you're okay, this is going to sound so shady. I'm so sorry to anybody born in 1989. Mm-hmm. You're the most successful person I know born in that year.
Really?
Everybody else I know born in that year is low-key a flop.
No.
Other than Taylor Swift.
I was like, hello, isn't Taylor Swift? That's like the one thing I know about her.
Yeah, but Taylor Swift is like the anomaly.
Am I the second anomaly?
Yeah.
Yeah, 1989, baby. David is 87.
Meech is 87.
Oh my god, we're so old.
Meech just turned 38.
See, we're closer to 40 than 30. I don't want to talk about it.
Speak for yourself.
I'm literally
I'm a bebe.
I'm literally I think what it is I'm also like freaking out because about like the whole kid situation.
Yeah.
And now I'm kind of just like, okay, let's like not.
No wonder, dude. She's gotten rid of all of her silicone, plastic utensils, cutting boards, everything. This house is so non-toxic. I feel dirty in here.
Okay. I mean, yeah.
I'm more toxic than anything in this house.
Earlier she was like, yeah, I have some body wash for you. Dove sent body. I was like, no, it's toxic.
Yeah, she was like, you can give mine away.
I was like, Dove sent it to me too. I'm giving it away.
What the hell's wrong with that? What are you using, Dr. Bronner's?
I mean, kinda, yeah.
Your coochie like feeling like a Andy's mint?
No, it's not Dr. Bronner's. What am I using upstairs? Hold please. What is it?
You know Oribe ain't that clean and you putting that shit straight in your scalp.
Oh, Lumi deodorant.
Oh, they're
the body wash.
They're clean, yeah.
The like Lumi orange deodorant.
Yeah.
I just love the scent of orange in my like it just wakes me up.
Yeah, vitamin C.
Yeah, vitamin C and like, Anyway, so yeah, I'm just trying, where I can. I don't know. I'm not like I'm not gonna be a crunchy mom. I'm gonna get my kids vaccinated and all that. Don't worry, guys.
Can you tell them
what? I'm scared.
About the farmer's market they're trying to open across the street.
Oh my god, don't get me started. I am entering my civic duty political era. Okay,
you're entering your Karen era, but you're a Karen for good.
I'm a pretty Karen though.
What's a black
Karen called?
Karina? I don't know.
The only Karina I know is Russian.
Yeah, I only know white Karinas actually.
Okay, we're gonna have to we'll come back.
No,
to
there is no white Karen. That's the point. I mean, there is no black Karen. That's the point.
I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, you guys, I am literally, everybody that knows me knows that I'm in a fight with this mayor. So I live in this town, without like giving too much away. I live in this town, and right across the street is another town. And
so she's like on the border.
I'm on the border of a town, right? So technically, but we're all in the same county, okay? So technically, this property is county owned, but because it's in the other town, they're trying to like build something on it, and I'm like, oh hell no.
Yeah, so
not on my watch.
So
mayor.
basically, you bought this house because there was like an empty lot.
Yeah, like just imagine you guys finding the perfect. So we bought this house bank owned, and we like, when we saw the property across the street and like around the area, is like, it's pretty quiet, but it is like really close to obviously other things like Target, Walmart, all that, and like obviously freeways. Well,
but your block itself,
my block itself
is really quiet.
It's really
and, like,
quiet.
There's only houses like on this side of the street.
Yes, like, exactly. Like there's like one side of the street has houses, even like down the block. Only one side of the street has houses. So with that being said, we were like, okay, this is the perfect piece of property. Like no neighbors to annoy us across the way. It's perfect.
Nothing ugly to look at.
Nothing
there's
ugly.
Nothing there.
Yeah, like no, you don't have to like watch John.
No big house blocking your light.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Tell me why all of a sudden now they want to build something on it. And so I have been going to the town meetings, not my town, the other town.
You see what I mean? Getting older, you realize things. You're like, I didn't even know where the town hall was. Now I'm in meetings here once a week.
Because here's the thing. No, literally. And the best part is that last time
I didn't even know where to pay my home taxes, and now I'm here once a week. I know I know the receptionist.
Actually, the receptionist of my town does know me. I need to go pick up our marriage license.
That's the difference between me and you. You make friends everywhere you go. I've seen that woman every day for the past 10 years. I still don't know her name.
I mean, I don't know her name.
And that's the New Yorker in me.
She's super nice. But anyway, so long story short, I'm showing up to these meetings, and then the last time he literally was like, yeah, we're purposely not sending information to the other town, right?
Your town.
As in the town that I live in.
Yeah.
And I literally, there's like maybe 250 people in this room. I literally, under my breath, and I was like, well, we figured it out and showed up anyway. Literally, the whole room is just like staring at me, and I'm just like, I don't go. And so I went up to him afterwards. Like we had a little, it was kind of stupid. It was like breakout sessions. I was like, just pretend. Like I honestly think that he's not really going to do anything with the piece of land. I think it's because his opponent is saying that he wants to do something with the piece of land. So like now he has to do
like to one up it.
Yeah, like, like, well, I'm mayor now.
He's politicking.
He's politicking. So whatever. Long story short, I go up to him and I was like, hi, I'm Carlene. And he was like, oh, hi, nice to meet you. And I was like, being my charming self. But then I was like, I just want to let you know I didn't appreciate that. And he was like, well, and then we like started like going back and forth. And I was like, well, you didn't have to say it like that. Now, did you? And I was like, and he was like, well, but you're not my constituent. I was like, well, are we both not the same county residents? Like, hello. And he was just like, mm-hmm.
And you paid taxes to that county?
Yeah. I was like, I'm pretty sure it's all the same county. And so he stood down and he kept asking, he's like, what's your name again? I was like, expect an email.
Oh.
I'm in my political era.
But me and Rebecca were just telling her that the moment, so they're trying to build like low-key like a farmer's market
they
or like
literally
sell
don't
stuff
even
across
know.
there. Yeah.
He's like, what do you guys want it to be? Nothing. Nobody wants anything.
The same way it's nothing right now.
Literally the top answer is nothing. Yeah. That's what we want to be.
Hello, Family Feud. That means you win.
Literally.
The top, if you get the top answer, you win.
It was low-key like Family Feud because we like everybody was like typing in, and there was like the ones that had the most response, like things were getting bigger.
And it was like nothing was just getting huge.
Yes. You know what was getting huge? Just said empty.
Empty. A lot.
Like, hello. Anyway, what?
Me and Rebecca were saying that the moment they start selling either cold brew coffee or apple cider donuts, you're going to be in there.
I'm going to be over
like, Ashley, before you come, just stop over there, get us some coffees, and then do a loop around the block and then park in the driveway.
And I'm gonna have my megaphone. Hell no, I won't go. Hell no, I won't go. No, like I'd be fine if it was like a farmer's market or something. But the issue is the street. Like even though
it's a tight street.
So I'm like, where are these people gonna park?
Yeah, like whenever like you have a lot of people over and we have to like park across the street, I'm like, I'm in a ditch right now.
No,
dog.
Literally, I'm like, Ashley, don't park there. You're gonna die.
Yeah, and I'm like,
run your ass over.
Hit a tree. I'm in the ditch.
No, literally.
Like, I'm dying.
So I'm like, imagine more people coming. A nightmare.
It's gonna end up being a parking lot if they put anything over there.
And then the people where they want to put the parking lot, they're all pissed because it's their backyard. It's just a whole ass mess. I'm like, can we just leave it well enough alone? Anyway, sorry guys, this is the longest intro ever, but that's my I'll keep you posted on the political activism era. But I will say, I did sneak in. I was like, oh yeah, Carlene Forbes, and then he told me
with a last name like Forbes, like you win every argument.
Yeah, literally every. I was like, yeah, Carlene Forbes.
Forbes, as in money.
Except no, but you know, we can pretend. Sometimes if I don't like the person, I like make him feel low key awkward. Is this bad? I literally am like, I'm like, no,
as long as it's a man, it's fine.
No, I'm just like, no, I'm not related. I was probably owned by them as a slave. Silence. It's silent every time, but I'm like, it's true.
Clap.
It's true though. It's true.
I mean, yeah.
Like it's Jamaican anyway. So, but with that being said, I had looked up his bio because I'm a psycho, and I know his whole entire, of course, already. And he
don't with a Taurus.
No, literally, I know everything about you.
A tech savvy Taurus is diabolical.
It's dangerous. I'm the Black Nancy Drew. So, but I was like, oh yeah. You know, like my dad was Jamaican. And he was like, oh, because he's Caribbean.
Yeah.
So I was like, let me like
stick
sneak
together
in where I can. Like,
you're gonna. You can't hate me.
You can't hate me.
You can't hate me.
I'm your kind. I'm your people.
We're cousins.
Probably, to be honest.
Maybe. Somewhere down the line, we're all cousins.
Yeah, literally. Pangea. I don't even know, girl. Neanderthals. Yeah. Big boom. We were all one atom at one point. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, but we do have a show. Do we?
What?
Like we have a podcast as in the show.
Yeah, that's what we're here doing, babe.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like,
okay. I
was trying to transition, it didn't work.
Yeah, you're usually really good at them.
I know. I'm kind of off my game today.
You guys, I feel really naked. I had to put a ring on because we went wedding band shopping.
Oh yeah.
And they had to take. They're sizing my ring, and they're adding like little notches because my fingers are weird. Where like the
Wait, is that an Oura ring? I didn't know you wore one.
I have it.
Oh my god, why are you not in my circle?
Oh, I don't know actually. Anyway, because my finger, like the little meaty part, is like chubby, but then at the base is like loose. So they're adding these little like notch things so that it doesn't move.
Oh, I didn't know that they could do that on like an actual permanent ring.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
so
cool.
I feel really naked without my ring, so I put on
I never
another
wear
ring
mine.
I have.
I'm the worst. I never wear mine.
Yeah.
Because it snags, and I never leave the house.
Because your rock is so huge.
I mean,
it's a boulder.
I feel like yours is bigger.
I think mine, like the profile, is maybe like taller, but I think it's about the same size, honestly.
Okay, fair.
Wait,
anyway. What was I going to ask you?
What?
Did
wedding?
You pick out the band?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I literally, you guys, on a random Tuesday, I'll look at where Ashley. Sometimes I'll just be like, I wonder where Ashley is.
Yeah, she checks on her Sims. We share locations.
Yeah. And I'm like, where's Ashley? It's always in New York. You're always in New York.
No, I had a lot of events last week. Half of them I didn't even go to.
Really?
Yeah.
How are you always getting invited to these events?
I don't know, but you know what? It sometimes it pisses me off because I'm like, stop asking me to come to your party and pay me for something.
Actually, we've talked about this before.
Like, I'd much rather you just give me a brand deal than invite me to all your events where I have to spend money to come into the city and to Uber or pay for parking or whatever the hell. I get dinner after. It ends up being an expense to me. So honestly, lately, I've been very picky and choosy about what I go to. If it's not a brand I really want to make a connection with, or if there's not other people I know that I want to see going, like, no thanks.
We've talked about this before because there was once when she had a trip or something like that, or like a dinner or something, and you were going. She was like, oh yeah, I'm going on this brand trip or brand dinner. I don't remember which one it was. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm doing a sponsorship with them. And you're like, hello.
Oh, for the same event? I don't remember that.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, we've talked about this before because I'm like, you know what? Let's be real. I want to be invited, but I think this is a Taurus trait. I want to be invited.
Or even like Coachella just passed, or weekend one of Coachella.
I want to be invited, but I don't. I'm going to say no.
No, I told me the other night. I was like, I'm manifesting being invited to Coachella next year. TBD on whether I'm actually going to say yes or not.
No, we're going. Okay, well, first off,
have you ever done a music festival? They're exhausting.
Yeah, I have.
When you were what, 25?
That's not the point.
Okay,
exactly. Whoa, do you guys just hear this assault?
No, I'm saying. Hello.
Verbal abuse.
I also.
Verbal abuse.
Last time I did a music festival, I think I was 26.
You know what? I'm just gonna say it right now.
And I ain't built like that no more. I can't do it.
On the record, be nice to your elders. Okay.
That wasn't an elders joke. That was a my knees hurt joke.
Okay, but I will go. Crystal just went. I'm just saying.
Crystal's younger than the both of us.
Is she?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
She's not even 30. Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm getting so old. Okay, but here's the thing. If we get invited, then I would love to go. I've never been to Coachella.
I'll probably do like one day at Coachella and then just go to hop around to the events.
Yeah. Like it's more like I just want to experience
be in the mix. Yeah.
Even if I have to like hop myself up on Adderall and
drugs,
alcohol,
Alani Nu,
whatever I got to do just to survive the weekend. I just want to experience it.
Yeah.
Will I be annoyed?
And I do love Palm Springs.
Oh, I love a Palm Springs moment. That's where my bachelorette party was.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I love Palm Springs, but will I be annoyed the whole entire time that I'm there? Yes, but I just want to go.
And then after you can be like, greatest time ever.
Literally best time. We need to do it again. Why is it that way?
No, but honestly, no, I'm only ever going to go if a brand invites me. And like, number one, I don't have to pay for anything. And number two, it's like VIP and I don't actually have to like, be in the mix.
I'm not planning all that. That's a lot of work.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Like, I'm not doing all that. So
and, yeah. The Airbnbs and the flights during,
So anyway, long story short, brands, if you want to bring us to Coachella next year,
I know that was a really hard sell, but
I know, like we're gonna
be miserable, but take us.
No, we'll be fun in the moment. We're always fun. Yeah, I'm always fun. I'm cranky if I like don't.
Day one and first half of day two, I feel like would be joyous, and then second
by
half.
day three, I'm done.
No, I'm not going. No.
By day three,
you
better be scheduling a nap.
By day three, I'm either hanging by the pool at the Airbnb or I'm headed to the airport.
Or but if they scheduled a nap, I'd be fine.
I don't think they do.
Remember that one time we?
Well, that's the thing too about going with. Like we've talked about this, going with brands, there's no downtime.
There is no
because
downtime.
Any downtime you get, you're editing, you're posting, you're doing your deliverables. Like there's no downtime, or you're catching up on work that you're not getting done because you're there.
I'm stressed already. We haven't even been invited.
Mm-hmm. So I think.
I mean, whatever. Yeah. TBD. Invite us. And we'll see. Well, TBD. We might be pregnant.
I want to be invited.
I know. Okay.
Anyway, let's get into this episode. You got some CNN. You got some news for me.
Carlene? I do. I'm waiting for the thing though.
For the what? Oh.
You guys, I'm waiting for my intro.
I was about to do it.
Failed me.
Okay. Carlene, do you got some news for me? It's time for CNN. Carlene's News Network. Let's go.
All right, you guys. So,
is it good news, bad news?
I would say it's interesting news. I was scrolling the other day. And you guys, we're in a really weird time right now, man. I think we all know this. Ashley just had the biggest eye roll ever.
No, you couldn't hear it, but the eye roll was
They heard it, even if you're listening. It was the biggest eye roll.
If you listen closely, you can hear the eye roll.
It's literally just the weirdest time. So as we know, again, this is not to get political, but like this is affecting our everyday lives. If you are not an American, bless, okay? Because over here, we're wondering if an iPhone's going to be $5,000 next year. Okay, girl.
I was wondering. That's the least of my worries.
Oh, what are you worried about?
I'll just rock out with my iPhone until the next president.
Yeah, but what are you
just
worried about then?
Everything, because everything is made in China.
Oh yeah, that's true. I mean, like our jobs, like hello.
Like
being an Amazon influencer,
clothing,
literally everything. Literally everything. Batteries,
everything.
So with that being said, I'm sure it's of no surprise that the tariffs it's probably, honestly, we've been filming for maybe 45 minutes. There's probably a new one right now. Like nobody can keep up.
Or an extension on not enforcing one.
Nobody can keep up. Nobody knows what's going on.
I stopped listening.
No, literally, I think as we all know, that's kind of the strategy they're going with, but like literally nobody knows what's going on. China is
They don't even know what's going on.
China's like, you're a joke. What's happening?
Wait,
everybody's laughing about it.
Have you seen all the videos of like the Chinese warehouses like being like, here's this Hermes Kelly for $2.
That is my CNN.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys.
And they're like, do you want laundry pods, detergent pods, $2 for 100.
So you guys, so that is exactly what was on my For You page on like multiple platforms. So I'm gonna have you watch a few different videos, but I
only saw like 2 that Rebecca sent me, so I'm not well versed. Because when she told me, she was like, "Have you been seeing all these Chinese warehouse videos?" I was like, "No."
Okay, no, you guys, this is wild. So basically, as we all know, like for example, like a lot of luxury goods are made in China. Like it is what it is, or like they're made in China and then assembled in Italy, or made in China assembled
or the
in
leather
France,
comes from Italy and they send it there.
Yes,
like,
whatever. Like the actual like construction,
whatever loophole they can do to put made in Italy or made in Spain, whatever.
Yes,
but it's usually made in China.
And
still.
I'm sure we've all heard of like there's the Gate, that website, and
DHgate or like Alibaba.
Yeah, like there's all of that, right? But I've always heard like, oh, it's all made in the same factory in China, and I'm like, is it really?
And it is.
No, you guys, it truly is, and they are single-handedly like, we are around and finding out we are single-handedly ruining our own luxury goods market right now. Like, it's insane.
I'm so glad I never bought a Birkin.
No, literally, can you imagine if you bought a Birkin?
But
I will say, like, I love a good, like,
I love a designer bag.
I love a designer bag.
I love leather goods.
And I feel like I didn't until I went to Europe, and then they were on sale there, so I bought 5. But, you know, they're
cheaper.
They're way cheaper, and it's more normalized over there because of, obviously, they're cheaper over there. But what I will say is that my designer bags have held up so well, and I love shopping on reused websites like The Real,
Fashion File,
like looking at older designs that are like, you know, like, oh my God,
I
like,
love
a
vintage.
Yeah, like vintage.
Even Amazon has like.
Yeah, Amazon has
even Walmart.
Yeah, literally everybody's in the luxury goods market at this point. Well, I don't know if they are now. So basically, you guys,
But if for resale, that's fine. There's no tariffs on that.
Fine, yeah. But there are warehouses and factories in China literally saying, hey guys, here is this, you know, Chanel bag that retails for $8,000
and costs us how much?
Yeah, it costs us X amount to make, and
the X amount is usually a single digit.
Yeah, literally, it's like a single like $10 to make.
Yeah,
and we're gonna sell it to you for $20. So it's out of control. Like, some of the things that I've seen are out of control, but I've seen specifically two different ones.
So do tariffs not apply if it's like just to the individual consumer? Is that why?
No. So I believe
or are they just fighting back?
They're just fighting back.
Oh, I love it. Even better.
So basically, they're fighting back. So tariffs,
you can't be tariffed.
It's considered
direct
wholesale. Yeah, that makes sense. Yes, that's because it's not technically an import.
Because it's direct to consumer.
Okay, so we think that we figured it out. So because if we buy it directly, you guys,
if they sell it directly to the consumer and not to a brand, then they avoid the tariffs.
Pause. This is a good time.
What?
Do your Googles.
Do your Googles. We don't know what the fuck
we don't know what we're fucking talking.
We're making this up.
Okay. Honestly, we're just as bad as the president. He also doesn't know what a tariff is, but
that's not our job to know. He's
exactly.
The fucking president.
Like, I'm not running for president.
We're just two girls yapping on a podcast. We don't need to know other than what we want to yap about.
Literally, they better not come for us
and
either.
Even if we're wrong, what's gonna happen? Not the country imploding. No. So we ain't nobody.
Okay, but long story short, so Rebecca just did her Googles, and basically, because we will be buying directly from
Rebecca's looking like, I did not do my Googles. Don't quote me.
Okay, so then here. This is what we're gonna say. This is what we're gonna say.
We think, do your Googles on this, but we think that because the factories are selling direct to consumers, that's like the loophole.
It's wholesale versus wholesale versus retail. So like, if I am a factory,
so the tariffs are on retail or wholesale.
Is when you import things and you are going to sell it to somebody else. So you're importing with the intention of selling to somebody else. That's when the tariff
avoids the tariff.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying.
Because it's okay. It's okay, sorry guys.
Yeah, you keep saying wholesale. It's retail.
Direct to consumer.
That's retail.
So you're basically you're circumventing the resale.
It's B2C instead of B2B. B2B has tariffs.
Okay, yes.
Business to business.
Yes.
Listen, political science degree. We have 2 marketing degrees over here. We know what the talking about.
I didn't have a political science degree. Girl, you're giving me too much. That's David.
Wait, what was your
social sciences?
Oh, yeah, even better.
Although, you know what? I did study globalization and like neoliberalism and crap. And
I had a minor in economics.
Okay, whatever. Anyway, you guys, long story short, these manufacturers are not around. Okay, they are basically.
They're like, you want to with our bread?
No, literally, they are like, okay, let's do it. Bet. And they are
airing these brands.
No, people are selling $2 Nikes.
I saw $2 Birkins.
What?
No, Kelly's, not Birkins.
I mean, sign me up. Like, okay, so I have a few different.
Well, have you seen the Walmart Birkin?
Yes, I did. I did see the Walmart Birkin.
Me told me to buy one. I was like, I'm not spending $150 on this plastic ass bag.
But watch it not be plastic. Okay. So now, you guys, when I first saw this like a few days ago, these videos were like maybe 10,000, 15,000, 1.1 million, 8.8 million, 1.5.
Wait, show me one.
Okay. So here's the first one.
Yeah.
So it says, it's literally Shein is over. Here's what they don't want you to know. Are you ready for this?
Shein is over.
Okay.
Stop using Shein. Low prices, lots of styles. You just don't know how to use Chinese online stores. Y2K, baby style, minimalist style, sweet style, BM style, sporty style. Only $3 per item. How to use Chinese online stores. For more details, please visit GoNest.
So I'm like,
I'm not gonna do my Googles. I'm gonna do my Go Nest.
Yeah,
because
literally,
I need that
was
shit.
like, Go Nest, what is that? What the heck? And so then I started deep diving her account. And I was like, what's this Go Nest girly gonna teach me? And so now
This
here's
is
another one.
You know what? There's TikTok Shop, and that's like what was that app when TikTok went down?
Oh, yeah.
Red
what is
something?
it?
Red Tube? No,
Red
Note.
Note.
That's the Red Note shop.
No, literally, it's Red Note shop. How we bypass the 145% tariff without breaking the law. I was like, yeah, how do we do that? Let me look.
Let me find out real quick.
Let's see.
Let me school me.
How do we profit under a 145% US tariffs? Smuggling? No, a safer and more legal method than smuggling. Personal shopping service. You can travel to China, act as an agent to purchase products for your American friends and clients, and then avoid that tariff by declaring them as personal items when you return to the US, thus earning a high profit margin. Want to learn more? Follow me. I'm a Chinese freight forwarding agent. For more details, please visit GoNest.
Okay, first of all, any flight coming in from China, that border patrol
They're
line,
not messing around. Oh my God.
no.
What are they called? Homeland
Security, yeah.
They are not messing around anymore. They are not messing around. They're like, let me see your phone. I'm like, you can, it's about 1,000 selfies for me.
If you find some nudes, that's on you, homeboy.
I know. I may or may not have shaved. Okay. No, but for real, like I have declared stuff. So when I came back from our first trip to Europe, when I had those 5 bags, he kind of like almost taught me how to do it, and he was like, "You literally don't have to declare all this." But I'm like, "No, I don't want to get arrested. Like, what the hell?" So
you just say you own them already.
Okay, whatever. But they were in the bag still, and I like carried them on.
That's how people travel with their nice bags. Though.
I did not want.
Okay, well now you know. When you go to Italy this time, there's no shopping by the wedding though, so
it's fine. But I'm just saying, like in general,
gold.
He was supposed to charge me like $1,000 or something, and he charged me like $200. So he gave me a deal. But what I will say is like you are supposed to declare them, so they are taking a risk by not declaring. Girl, I don't know. Have you seen this administration? People are going.
I do declare.
Okay, but then
I just love that all of these manufacturers in China, they figured it out. They said,
you know what?
They said, okay, that ain't no problem.
That ain't no problem. Like, you know what? Tax us more. Taxes, see what happens. I need
but it's also
my stuff.
It's also so embarrassing for us because
it's
China is just like these dumbass Americans.
No, they literally said that. They said these tariffs makes no sense. Like what the hell? One said these tariffs are so unserious.
Yo, this entire presidency is so unserious.
It really is. I'm like, what is happening?
Did you see that JD Vance broke the trophy?
Yes, like
the
it's
football
just so
trophy.
Embarrassing. It's just embarrassing. But okay, so you guys.
Wait, no, we were watching. Meech and I were watching. What's the guy's name? John, the late night guy.
I know who you're talking about. Yeah, I don't know. I forgot his name. But yeah.
John something.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, he was talking about JD Vance, and he said he looks like a Whoville tax collector.
Oh my God, we have to put a picture up right now.
I literally can't unsee it because why? Because why does he look like the mayor of Whoville from the Grinch's like ugly little brother?
Side by side. If you guys are not watching, then you guys need to watch real quick because we're gonna put in a side by side of JD Vance
and the mayor of Whoville.
Oh my God!
But what is the mayor of Whoville's name again?
I don't know, girl. Why are you asking me? You know I haven't seen that movie or whatever.
You've never seen The Grinch with Jim Carrey?
I mean, no, I haven't. I've only seen the original Grinch.
I'm gonna go pass away right now.
No,
what?
You're not. You're gonna survive.
No, The Grinch. Hello?
No.
Augustus Mayhew, the mayor of Whoville. Martha May Whovier.
No.
Do you not know every single word to The Grinch?
No.
That's crazy.
I only know the original OG Grinch.
Like the cartoon?
Yeah. Wait, look at that face.
You're really showing your age.
Okay, you know what?
Hello? 5 o'clock or wrestle with my self-loathing.
No.
I'm booked.
Nope. I know.
Dinner with me. I can't cancel that again.
I know. I literally don't know anything you're saying. But back to Go Nest. Okay, so you guys, yeah, it's literally.
Wait, I have one more question for you.
Forwarding. I have one more video for you too. What?
Okay, I have one more question before the next video. What? Shrek? You know Shrek?
I've seen it. I couldn't tell you like anything about it.
You guys, we gotta wrap up the podcast. No. Carlene has some movies to watch.
No, I don't have time. We have to edit this podcast.
And in the morning, I'm making waffles. No, nothing. That doesn't. Okay.
No.
I like that boulder. That's a nice boulder.
Been that person that like remembers movie lines. Oh.
I'm the opposite of that person.
Okay, but you guys.
Okay, show me the other one.
Here's another one. So then I hop on to Instagram, and the same kind of videos are being shown.
They're selling $2 Nikes to get back in America. The American luxury goods market is completely cooked because of this whole trade war with China. If you don't know, most luxury goods in America are mostly made in China. And now that America has put some pretty wild tariffs against China, China's about to wipe out the American luxury goods market. They're doing things like flooding the market with extremely cheap Nikes. This is because China makes Nikes. So instead of letting Nike have the shoes and sell them in America, China's cutting out Nike and selling them directly at a massive discount. And Nike isn't the only thing they're doing this with. Luxury brands like Chanel, Gucci, Prada, right now they're all at risk of having the same exact thing done to them. Imagine you get the same bag, same quality, same everything, but instead of paying like $1,100 for it, you pay the same price you pay for a great value purse. Now there are already tons of listings of these cheaper shoes and cheaper bags all over. You might see them online and think they're too good to be true, but because of the given circumstances right now, and this is the one time I will say this, the deals you're seeing for this stuff actually isn't too good to be true for once.
People are like, but where do I buy these? Where do I buy these? Where do I buy these? So apparently it's Go Nest, right? And then also I think it's like Tao Boo or something like that. I don't know. There's like literally all.
Yeah, we got to check out Go Nest after we're done.
we're gonna investigate. So I think that Ashley, after this week our homework is that we need to buy some stuff on Go Nest.
We need a Go Nest haul.
Yeah, let's Go Nest haul, and then we'll like track it and see how like long it takes. Does it take 6 weeks? Does it take 2?
Because Shein be taking a long time.
Sometimes. I don't buy from Shein.
I don't anymore, but the times that I have before, sometimes it would take like 2 whole weeks.
Wait, really?
Yeah, because it would just be stuck at customs.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like stuck at customs.
Yeah.
Interesting. Anyway, that is my CNN. The luxury good market is in the shitter.
As homeboy said, cooked.
But I'm curious to see if it's actually real. Like I haven't done any. Again, I have not personally done any Googles.
Honestly, we should start looking up like Go Nest hauls on TikTok before we do it. You know?
My God, I wonder if that's going to become a thing.
People jumped on it super quick.
Yeah, but how quick? Because like obviously.
I'm saying like I feel like within
the tariffs just happened last week, girl.
Well, I'm saying within the next week, I feel like we'll start seeing those videos.
Go Nest hauls. Oh my God, yeah. But like,
because remember when DH Gate hauls were like a huge thing on TikTok?
Yes, that's true. That's true. And I knew so many people that actually their accounts got shut down because you can't be sharing
you can't be
that
saying
kind of stuff.
dupe and all that.
Yeah. Anyway, that is my CNN.
That was a good one.
Thank you.
Oh my God.
We're off our game today.
Oh my God, I know.
Okay, anyway.
Okay, are you ready for a very wholesome super scoop?
I don't feel like those two go together, but sure. Like what?
Are you ready for Alani New break?
Alani New.
We've got a new flavor, you guys. Sherbet swirl.
Oh my God, I don't have my nails anymore.
I got you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, so new flavor, Alani New sent it to me. So let's taste it.
Cheers.
Oh, my bad. Cheers.
Oh my God. That's good.
I fear I need more.
No, this might be my new favorite flavor.
Oh, wow. I'm hiding these from David for sure.
You already were. I found them under your bathroom sink.
Shh.
David, if you're listening, that's where they are.
He's not listening. He's like, are you still doing that podcast thing?
David, if you're listening.
I mean, yeah, they're in my, I literally have to hide them. Otherwise, he will drink them all.
Under the sink in her office bathroom, a room David never goes into.
Like, literally, it's the one bathroom that he doesn't usually use. And then also, it's like, why would you go in there?
Yeah.
You know? And then it's underneath the vanity. Like, underneath the sink.
Yeah,
literally under the sink.
And he would have no reason to go into the sink, even if he was in that bathroom.
At one point, I had 50 in there.
Yeah. The winter kiss or
the
whatever.
Winter Wonderland one. And then, like, literally, like a month ago, I gave him one. He was like, I thought you drink all these. And I was like, no, here you go. Because I was like sick of the flavor.
That one was good though.
It was good.
No, this might be my new favorite. You know, my favorite for the longest time was the Witch's Brew.
Oh, Witch's Brew. No, hands down, Witch's Brew is the best. But it goes so fast.
No, they sent me a bunch of cases once.
Really?
Yeah. Because you know, once have they ever DM'd you and been like, "Hey, what's your favorite flavor? We'll send backup." Mm-hmm. Whenever they ask me that, I ask for Witch's Brew.
Ooh, that's a good idea. I'm gonna do that going forward. No, they sent me a little Lonnie New what is it called? Stanley. Yeah. I got his little Lonnie New Stanley and everything.
Oh my God, I'm jelly.
Get on my level, girl. Anyway,
love you, Alani New.
We love you.
Are you ready for a very wholesome super scoop, Carlene?
I feel like I said, I feel like those two words don't go together, but I'm down.
Okay. There's no real like tea or story. What?
Really not doing.
Oh, you know what? We never really had like a super scoop.
Super scoop. Super scoop. Woo!
Oh. I like that.
We still gotta work. No, we still gotta work on it.
Okay, here's the thing. I do the CNN intro. You got to do the Super Scoop.
Okay,
intro.
okay.
Because every time I try to do it,
Dude,
sucks.
by season 2, you guys, we need to like have them recorded.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. And it'll be like a button. We
Actually,
press
that's
or
a
something.
really fast turnaround.
We got this.
Like, by the end of the year.
Yeah.
You know? Okay.
I think even with Focus, he's like the one person that can still text me.
No. You know, it's funny. I always say text anyway. I always hit text anyway.
Yeah,
I'm like,
notify anyway.
If it's you or Kelly, it's a notify anyway.
Because I always
and if you don't,
that's because I have your text permanently on hide alert.
yeah, she's so rude.
No, you know why? Because
And I will.
Carlene is the kind of texter that sends one, like, instead of just saying what she has to say, she'll send 4 words in 17 different texts.
Okay, because I'm talking
I'm like,
I'm texting as if I would
And
talk.
that's fine, but if my phone buzzes that much, I might actually have a panic
But why
attack.
don't you just turn the buzz off?
Because I need some people's buzzes to come through.
I don't have any sound on my phone because it would stress me out. It makes me anxious to know. If you don't call me, I'm not answering. Like, I'm not answering the phone if you call me.
Okay, so who's worse? Me putting you on hide alerts or you just not answering the phone ever?
I mean, eventually I'll answer. I'll like call back.
You know, I've actually never called you and you not answer though.
Really?
I've only called you a handful of times in my life. We're texters.
I must have just randomly seen it then.
You're
Sometimes
probably,
I'll
like, in the car.
Yeah,
In the
like
car,
sometimes I'll see it. Anyway.
Anyway, no tea, no drama for the Super Scoop. I just want to talk about a new show that I am thoroughly obsessed with.
Wait, can we talk about the fact that you
What?
guys, I'm
What?
so proud. Ashley, for real, is I
What did I
know I always burp when we have these Alani news.
Yeah.
Ashley is a real drama enthusiast because she got a freaking PR package from Bravo.
Stop it. My whole life was made. Honestly,
I was like, what?
okay. I never watched Below Deck. That's like the one.
I've
Bravo
actually seen
show.
that.
But I got a PR package from Bravo as like promo for Beyond Deck.
Below
Deck Down Under. So the Australian one.
Down Under.
Down Under.
I
And
cannot
okay,
do
this
the
PR
accents. I need
package.
to
First
stop.
of all, we opened it and it was a TV screen that started playing with the
Wait, what?
preview of the show. Right. Then a whole Dagny Dover duffel.
What? Those are expensive.
Yeah, with a Brooklinen white robe embroidered.
Excuse you,
with a
that's
little,
also expensive.
Yeah.
So this is already over $1,000. No, like literally, the Brooklinen robe is probably $200.
No, it's like one something.
Okay, whatever.
No, it's on my registry.
Okay.
And the Dagny Dover's like $150 maybe.
Okay, still. Okay,
Yeah.
okay, my bad. $300.
Then have you been seeing? No, probably not. There's this like can of chips, like potato chips. It's like comes in a can, and they're like super expensive. Like rich people have been buying it to like put caviar on.
No.
It's like $50 a can.
No.
The can of potato chips was in there. $50 can of potato chips.
What
We
the
tasted
hell?
them. They're not even good,
What?
unfortunately.
What the hell?
You know, do you remember the baked Lay's, like the texture of
yeah,
them?
I like those.
Like if you're having a fried potato chip, you don't expect that like gritty texture.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. No,
No, they were the worst.
Ew.
Yeah.
And they're $50?
Yeah.
The hell?
We ate
Well, I'm
like,
glad you got to try them without actually
they were
have
the
to pay for
only
them.
they were the only potato chip I've ever had one and not reached for another. I swear.
Maybe you need more.
I don't know. Maybe
Fill up the pantry. We'll
I
never, ever eat
fear
'em.
those chips need the caviar, not the other way around.
Oh, so like they're caviar or it's chips
No,
for caviar.
the only time I had seen those chips otherwise, like when I pulled it out, I knew what it was because I've seen some rich people online like use them for caviar because, you know, where do you buy caviar? At the expensive food store. And where do you buy those chips? Also the expensive food store.
I don't know. I go to Trader Joe's.
Yeah. Then it also had chocolates, cookies in the shape of like the Down Under characters.
Oh my god.
What else was there? A really fancy like seaside smelling candle.
Okay, Bravo.
There was other just can't remember right now. It was chock full. Oh, the robe, yeah.
Yeah, you guys. I was like shook. I was like, wait, first of all,
was
hi
so
Andy
excited.
Cohen. Second of all,
Andy Cohen, does he know who I am? I love you.
I'm like, second of all, can we get a show
Finally.
though? Can we get a show though?
Finally, my reality TV love has paid off.
Wait.
Yeah.
I think there's an influencer show happening. Like, did I tell you about this?
No.
Multiple people that we know were using like reality TV show talk the other day, but like not saying what they were doing. And I think that there is
You gotta
something.
show me.
I think there's something filming in Dallas. That's all I'll say.
Dallas is a pretty big influencer hub.
Yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense. But I just want to put it on the record that I tried to get an influencer show 3 years ago and I pitched it in a bar in New York City. Sal, my friend Sal was there. My friend Lucy was there, who are also influencers. And I pitched it to this guy who was a producer, who was eavesdropping on our conversation. And so he like, oh, I'm a producer. And I'm like, okay, cool. And I pitched him this whole entire thing about like how like
she believed him.
so dramatic and it would be so good. Like, can you, like, all the behind the scenes drama? He was just trying to hit on me. By the time, like, I gave him my number and everything. And I know. I don't know. I'm naive. But long story short, he was
drunk.
Like, I was drunk too. And he was like, let's meet up. And I'm like, no.
Yeah. So Meech works in television, obviously. So he knows a lot of casting directors.
I already pitched the girl that, I was like, can we get a,
Yvette, yeah.
Yeah, and
no, but a couple years ago,
she said, talk to Meech. And I was like, why do we not have our own show? Meech, excuse you.
Because Meech doesn't want to be on TV.
Oh, Meech, that's fine. We can work around you.
I don't want to be on TV.
Girl, stop playing.
I want to control my narrative.
That's fine. If Meech is the director, we can control the narrative.
But that would ruin my love of reality TV if I was on it, honestly.
I don't think so.
I'm a consumer.
I think she'd be fine. Well, whatever.
I know it would be entertaining. I just don't want no parts of it.
Put me on TV.
Yeah, and I'll be like the friend that just comes in for like the trips that they pay for.
She'll be literally a
friend of.
Can you just?
I don't want the. What did the Jersey Housewives hold? You know how each every
what do they hold?
Yeah, like New York is an apple, Salt Lake City is the snowflake, Atlanta's a peach. What does Jersey hold? A cannoli?
I was gonna say. A slice of pizza. A slice of pizza.
They're just they each come in with a different salami.
That would mean
a cannoli.
I don't know what my intro would be. That would stress me out.
What would your housewives intro
I don't know.
be?
I thought about that the other day. I was like, God,
okay, let's think about it. And for our final episode,
we'll do it.
Next episode,
we'll do it. Can you just see a whole entire? You guys, I literally, when we were setting up, I was like, where the hell is Ashley? She was in my pantry for like 15 minutes.
Oh my God, you organize it. I want to live in there.
Okay, but my point is that would be a whole segment. That would be a whole montage.
Oh yeah, of like, me in the pantry. Every time there's drama, Ashley's hiding in the pantry.
And Ashley's like,
and Carlene's out here like cursing somebody out. And I'm like, where are the chomps?
They're like, are those the ones that are recalled?
Are those the recall chomps or those new chomps?
No, but I'm just saying it would be interesting. Okay, sorry, sidetracked.
Oh my God, the ADHD is crazy today.
Okay, but literally, I think, mark my word, I came up with that
Rebecca,
idea
what do they hold?
months ago.
Do they hold anything? How do they not hold anything? They even gave snowflakes to Salt Lake City.
I mean, it's cold there, girl.
And I'm pretty sure Miami, they hold oranges or something.
What is our state fruit? Do we have a state fruit?
Do they hold a flower? I want to say it's a cannoli.
Teresa is not holding any flour.
Tree. Oh,
okay.
Yeah. Okay. And that's
you know what it is, because they hold an attitude. Okay.
Yes, okay.
They hold
Jersey,
a
they just
permanent
hands on hips. It's Jersey.
Yes.
Okay. Fair enough.
For that. Okay, anyway, you were saying Meech what is going to get us our reality show?
So anyway, he had a friend who was a casting director, and he really wanted to do a show about me and my friends that graduated from FIT.
Okay.
And he was like, basically sent me a whole questionnaire, like, oh, what's the secret drama between, like, is there any secret drama, like things that go way back, any tensions, blah, blah, blah. And I literally was like, not really.
No, you have the most boring group of friends ever. In a good way.
Yeah. Like,
no,
like really no
all
drama.
of our friends are like so nice. So much drama.
And if we get annoyed,
no drama.
If we get annoyed with each other, we usually either tell each other about it or just go talk with another one on the side, on the solo chat.
I just feel like
be done with it.
No, I do feel like influencer drama would be good. There's just so many different types of influencers, but not like the New York City influencers. I don't want to see that. I don't care about them. I'm saying like the real influencers, the ones that are hustling, the ones that are sweating, trying on from Amazon. I want to see that hustle.
I see enough of that in my four walls. I don't need it.
I don't know. The drama at events.
Yeah, I want to see LTK Con.
Yeah,
from
literally.
the inside.
No, I want to see us having a breakdown in Vegas.
Nobody needed to see that. Nobody needed to see.
I'm just saying it would make good television. Okay, but anyway, Super Scoop.
Okay, Super Scoop. I'm obsessed with Love on the Spectrum on Netflix.
What is these random shows?
You know I love me a love show, and this one is all about people on the spectrum,
us,
autistic people finding love. And it's the most wholesome show.
Oh, wait, what?
Literally ever. Honestly, I'm going to need all these men from Love on the Spectrum to teach a course on how to do a date the right way. Because all of these men are on the spectrum. They all, for the most part, still live with their parents, are still pretty dependent on their parents because of their autism.
Are they more, like, they're
functioning.
Okay, like, but I mean, like, they're, like, more on the spectrum. They're not, like, us on the spectrum.
No, we're neurodivergent, but we're not autistic. Like, we have ADHD. But no, these are, like...
But technically, isn't that on the spectrum?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay.
But they're...
But like less, like, like we're...
Well, it kind of ranges. All of them, like, all the people on the show, there's definitely a range. It's definitely a spectrum. Because some of them live on their own. Some of them have to live with their parents. Some of them, like, don't drive because, like, you know.
I just Googled what qualifies as on the spectrum, and it says the entire range over which some measurable property of physical system or phenomenon can vary. Wait,
Did you
what
put
the
what?
fuck?
It's just telling you what a spectrum is. You have to
my
put
God,
what
I'm
kind of
dumb.
spectrum,
One
girl.
second. Oh, please.
Because there's also like because isn't there a spectrum for like sexual orientation too? Yeah. So yeah, we're not on the autism spectrum.
Yes, we're on the spectrum.
Well, no, they all have. So they all have ASD, which is autism spectrum disorder.
Okay, so I will put this up in the podcast if you're watching. But look at that's all of those things are on the spectrum. And look at ADD, ADHD is on there.
Oh, okay. I guess we're
So,
a
girl,
little bit
we're
on
the spectrum. Why are you trying to tell us that we're not on the spectrum?
Okay.
Honestly, no, it makes sense. I'm very much
No, it's on the neurodivergent. We're not on the autism spectrum. We're on the neurodivergent spectrum. But
I didn't
a lot of
sleep
people
well enough to understand this.
But there are a lot of people. Well, there's ADHD, which is you're autistic and have ADHD,
Oh my
which
God,
some
I
of the
didn't know
people on the
that.
show do have.
Okay.
Anyway,
Do they like tell? Okay, so this show, do they like explain what they have, like what kind of autism they have?
yeah, most of them. Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, most of them share like their diagnosis and their
That's so
story of like when they were
cute.
diagnosed.
Okay, so wait, they like tell me more.
Okay, so basically, this is season 3. We got into it on season 3, but I
Okay.
have since watched all 3
This
seasons.
is on Netflix.
Netflix.
Okay.
I've since watched all 3 seasons and watched season 3 twice.
Oh.
I've rewatched it yesterday, so I would be
Yeah.
versed for today.
Okay.
And some of them have been on since season 1. Some of them are new characters,
Okay.
and they basically a lot of them start off going on like speed dating to just
That makes
meet
sense.
people and
Just,
just
like,
get
you know,
comfortable talking
I
to
was gonna
people
say,
because obviously autism like
You're not
it
very
is-
comfortable with the public.
Yeah, it's like social cues
yeah.
and like making eye contact and stuff like that. So, and there is they have a coach named Jennifer Cook, I want to say her name is, and
Okay.
she was diagnosed with autism like in her 30s, so later in life. So she is a lot more, or like the majority of her life was just masking her autism.
Yeah.
Because she wasn't diagnosed
I feel like
yet. So
well, isn't that common? For
women.
For women, most women
Yeah.
are not diagnosed.
Well, that's why
or
they say
undiagnosed.
a lot of people say that like, oh,
For autism and neurodivergent.
autism is more common in men, but it's actually because women are
Yeah.
just are
Everything's more
what is
common
it
in
called?
men because
Are
they
trained
study
are trained
the men.
Yeah, and women are just trained and like conditioned to mask it more because people don't listen to women.
Societal norms.
Yeah. Anyway, so they go on speed dating and then
With each other?
No.
Oh, okay,
So
okay.
it's like a lot of these. So some of them live in Georgia, some of them live in Boston,
Okay.
some of them live in Florida. It's like kind of
And
all
they're
over,
just-
and they follow.
So they are
stories.
they are autistic, but
Yeah.
they're dating the regular.
No,
I
the
don't wanna say
majority.
regular, but you know
Well,
what I'm saying.
so some of the speed dating things they go on, it seems like it's an autistic specific
Okay,
speed
okay,
dating,
okay,
and then
that's
some
what
of
I
them are
wanna
just regular.
Okay.
Yeah, I've watched all
Probably
3
just
seasons
depends
now.
on where they are on the spectrum.
Yeah.
Okay.
And for a lot of them, like that when they're talking about going into dates and they'll be like, okay, then I can ask like, oh, have you ever heard of the autism spectrum? And
Mhm.
then they'll introduce it.
I like this.
Yeah. No, it's
this
re-
is so wholesome.
And like I said, these men need to teach a course on doing a date right, because all of them actually, because they always bring flowers or a gift on their
Oh my
date.
God, I
They're
haven't
always
gotten flowers
taking
or a gift.
they're always
for-
taking them to like not just like a bar, like they're taking them
since
to
my
like
wedding.
they're taking them to like the goat farm to feed the goats, or they're taking them to the botanical gardens
God.
or the museum. Like they're doing like fun, cool activities that you wouldn't normally do.
Most men are like, well, let's go to a bar or let's go to
Or
dinner.
come over, Netflix and chill.
Yeah,
you know?
Netflix and chill.
And hello,
my
they
God,
always
that's
bring
so
each other
fun.
gifts, like not just and like handmade and like flowers.
Okay, now I'm gonna
They'll
have to
plan
binge
a
watch this.
picnic.
This is cute.
It is the sweetest thing ever. And like because
and you're basically following them, their like dating journey.
yeah,
Okay.
and because like they're all on the spectrum, they're very just like blunt, like no
No, I
like,
love that.
blunt, no very honest, at the same time still trying to be kind because they're aware that sometimes them just saying it how it is can be rude and like hurt somebody's feelings. They're all very, very aware. So they'll go on a date.
Unlike me.
They'll go on a date and then at the end they'll be like, I had so much fun with you, but I think we should be friends. And honestly, listen,
I would appreciate that.
thank you.
I would
Like
appreciate.
we all need to adopt some of these practices into
exactly. Don't BS
Don't
me.
beat around the bush. If you
Just-
don't think if you think that we're just better off as friends, just say that.
I would prefer that.
Yes.
Will it sting a little? Sure, but I'll just take a shot of tequila.
And
get over
literally,
it.
yeah, one of the dates,
like whatever.
this guy named James,
Uh-huh.
he is very he's a character, this one. He is very adamant that he doesn't want a woman that wants kids. He says, no, I'm not mature enough to have children. Like, I never want children.
We love a self-aware king.
One thing these autistic people are going to do is set a boundary and stick to it. Okay, and we love to see it.
We really all need to learn this.
Yeah, exactly.
What the heck?
And he also doesn't love pets.
Okay.
So he's like, listen, if you're going to have a pet, I would prefer a cat over a dog, but I really don't pets either. Okay. And so he'll go on a date and he'll be like, you want kids? Yeah, I really don't want to waste your time. I don't want children. So if that's something that you want, we're probably not a good match.
Bam. Done. Next.
And it's like, listen, most people, I feel like most dating, like you get dating advice and you're like, don't even bring up kids and marriage on the first date. And it's like, no, because why would I go on a second date with you like, if I know I want kids and you don't?
Time is the most valuable asset.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah. Time is the most, probably that and health.
Yeah.
Okay. Like, don't be wasting that with, you know, like I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I used to do, okay, back in the day, back when I was a dinner hoe, I would do that though. I'm like,
you're the type of woman these men are talking about on podcasts.
No, literally, probably. I probably was. I was a dinner hoe.
You're like, yeah, I was going to him for lunch, him for dinner, and him for dessert.
Yeah, like I'm hungry and I'm poor. Okay, it was a whole
you do
thing.
What you got to do.
But when it comes to that, I'm like, you get to know, and I'm like, okay, next in line, who's next? And that was my thing. I was like, yeah, I nexted him. Like I nexted him next.
Yeah, I have to say, in my very short-lived single days, I was a ghoster.
Oh, you were a ghost. That tracks actually.
Yeah,
that does track. Yeah, you're not proud of it, obviously.
I'm not ashamed of it either. They're all fine.
Yeah, I mean, I got ghosted. Everybody ghosts. And,
honestly, it's like if I didn't ghost you first, you probably would have ghosted me. So like, I just beat you to the punch.
Nature. Like, let's just say that's not my nature. I'm very straight up, and I'm
gonna be so real though. I never really went out with anyone long enough, or like neither of us were that invested for me to owe you an explanation or owe you like it was never that deep.
Yeah, exactly.
I get it. It's like not a nice thing to do.
I don't know. I have trauma,
and I don't think
That's why I need the therapy.
I don't think I was ever ghosted, but like I said, I was never invested enough to like care.
I've been on like.
Yeah, like I said, I was the single era was very short lived.
Yeah,
Dimitri.
Actually, no, mine was short lived, but I like went hard in between those boyfriends. I was like, next.
I was making up for lost time.
Anyway, that's so cute. Okay,
yeah, no, it's really sweet. Okay, so my favorite character on there. No, I love them all. Okay, Tanner.
Okay,
Tanner. Oh my God,
I love.
Tanner's been on since season 1. I don't know. But Tanner, no, season 2 actually. Tanner is super duper talkative, like super talkative. He's already graduated from college. He lives solo dolo. Well, he has 2 roommates, Frankie, which I want Frankie to be on the show because Frankie is an icon. They're just sitting in their apartment and Frankie is heating up chicken tenders and cheese. He's putting cheese, Kraft singles on top of the chicken tenders. Yeah, that sounds like a you kind of meal.
That sounds good.
Yeah. And then he comes in, he's like, Frankie, what are you going to do today? And he goes, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to eat my chicken and my cheese. And I'm like, that sounds like a grand old plan, Frankie. Tanner, his only thing was, I want a talkative girl. And
because he's talkative.
Very.
Okay.
Like,
so
yeah, very, very. And he's like a ball of sunshine, like the sweetest kid ever, man ever.
How
he's
old
not
are
a kid.
These people?
Like 20s.
Okay.
Yeah, mostly. Yeah. Like, yeah, mid 20s, most of them. No, James is older. He's like 30, like late 30s. Yeah.
Okay.
But the first girl that they put Tanner on a date with, they went to the goat farm and she was like mute, completely mute, like did not talk. And Tanner is the type of guy that like if you're not talking, he's gonna like fill like
that's me too.
Fill that awkward silence. Maybe he's gonna like fill that awkward silence.
He's gonna, like,
he's like, I'm so glad to be here, Cheyenne. What are the things you like? What are the animals you like? And he talks really fast as it is. So it was really sweet. But at the end, he was like, Cheyenne, I had a really great time with you, but I think we would be better as friends. And Cheyenne was like, same.
Oh my God.
Same. I feel the same. Even though, I mean, listen, these girls, I felt bad, but like you could see that every time one of them, whether it was the girl or the guy, whenever they would say like, oh, I think that we're better off as friends, you could see that they were like, I was not thinking that, but I'm going to go along with it right now.
This is so cute. Oh, look at it. Yeah.
Yeah. But then Tanner met, what was her name? Callie.
Okay.
Callie. He went on a date with Callie, and Callie is like, she's very Southern. She's got like a thick Southern accent, and she always talks in like, you know how Southern people will like come up with like catchphrases, like, or like say like sayings, like 2 peas in a pod, like stuff like that. She does that a lot.
Why does every Southern person do that? No, it's a Southern thing.
And it's so cute. But
it's like the Dr. Philism.
And so they're sitting on a bench and she's like, we're like 2 catfish frying in a pan.
What?
And Tanner goes, Callie, when you just said we're like two catfish frying in a pan, what did you mean? And she's like, we're like two peas in a pod.
Oh my
and
God.
he's like,
that's
two
so
peas in a
cute.
pot? She's like, yeah, a pod. And he's like, a pot or a pod? It's adorable.
Okay, yeah, I have to watch.
But Callie, she's got like a southern drawl, so she talks slower, but she is very talkative.
Autistic too?
Yes.
Okay,
yeah.
cute.
But she has, I actually found her TikTok. She has some kind of syndrome.
Okay.
That's like on the spectrum too. It's like something like a specific diagnosis, but yeah, she's on the spectrum.
You'll never guess.
What?
Tanner is a Sagittarius.
Oh,
so
I
it makes
love
sense.
It. My
He's
boy.
You. Of course
yeah.
he won't shut up.
Yeah, and of course he's like, I think we're better off as friends. Bye.
Oh, that's so
But
cute.
even so in the beginning, Tanner, what?
What? Mine says Tanner's date of birth means he's the zodiac sign is Sagittarius.
When's his birthday? November.
Oh,
Sag.
no.
Interesting. My other favorite character is Connor. Connor is 25 or 26, lives with his parents.
Okay.
And he is hysterical because he will break out into an English accent at any given moment. And it's literally so good.
Oh,
he also loves, like,
my
you know how
God.
you were saying, like, I'm not one of those people that, like, knows how to quote a movie. Connor is
So he has every movie locked down.
Yes.
Yeah, see,
Yeah.
I can't do that.
So he meets this one girl named Georgie, and when
That's such
he's
a cute
walking
name.
away from their first date, he goes, I think I may have found my bonanza.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'm gonna have to
Oh
watch
my
this.
God.
This is so cute.
And then he goes to the producer and he's like, this would be really good. Like, it's after their date and he's like on top of the world. He's like, it would be really good if as I'm walking away, you play Cats in the Cradle. Like, it's a big life milestone in my life.
Not him
He's
producing
literally
the show.
producing the show. And then they played it and I was like, that was the perfect song for that moment. Go off, Connor.
I'm dead. I can't. What the heck?
So yeah, Connor meets Georgie,
Uh-huh.
and Connor is very like, he gets himself worked up a lot. Like, he's very like in extremes.
Mhm.
Like, he thinks that, yeah, he just gets himself worked up over like little things, and it'll be like an extreme. Like,
Well,
we were talking about.
we just Googled it and he is a Pisces, so
Yeah.
this makes sense.
Yeah. So he gets really, really nervous on dates. He like is one of those people that will go on a date and be like, okay, well, what? Like, he gets overwhelmed with like, okay, well, is this my wife? Like, are we gonna fall madly in love? But am I ready
He's
to be
like
in love?
25 steps
Like,
ahead.
Yes, exactly.
Mhm.
So then he meets Georgie, and Georgie is like honestly a heaven sent angel. She's so calm, so sweet. Like, even like they were about to have his first kiss. Well, hers too. She told us after the fact. And he was like, I'm just, and she was like, take him, like literally like an angel.
Aw.
And even after, he was like, that felt nice. And she's like, we can do it again.
That's so
like
cute.
coaching him through her first kiss too.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So honestly, the most wholesome, sweet show in the universe, and I want 18 more seasons. I actually discovered after I watched all 3 seasons that there's Love on the Spectrum Australia, so that's gonna be my next binge.
Okay, well, I'm gonna watch it. Love on the Spectrum
Yeah,
at your local Netflix. Well, not
it'll
local
restore
Netflix.
your
What am I
faith in
saying?
humanity a little bit.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm honestly shocked that you have no drama.
I've just been in a Love on the Spectrum bubble. I fear.
I literally feel like she has, but you guys,
I haven't been really scrolling on TikTok
I
much.
literally sent you that huge drama that was happening.
What?
Did you not watch it?
What?
She never watches anything I send her, guys.
I usually just assume it's news, and I wait for this to get my news.
Okay, so long story short, I'm just gonna kind of summarize it. Honestly, maybe we'll cover it next time because it's like too much to cover.
What is it?
The nurse Hadley and remember I sent it? It's this whole crazy thing.
Oh, the guy?
Yes.
With the baby?
Yes.
Yeah, I had already. You see how
Yeah,
see
but
how
now-
you're saying. Okay, but this goes to show you, I really am a true crime junkie because you were showing me this guy that got tricked into becoming a sperm donor for this lady, and then she trapped him and all that. And I was like, I already heard this story.
Yes, but
and
you
you were
didn't hear
like,
the new parts.
well, no, I didn't hear the new parts, but I had definitely heard of that
Because
story
okay,
before.
so his name is Brett
Mhm.
and Nurse Hadley, and this man has a whole freaking binder of receipts.
As he should.
And he was there was a gag order on him, so he couldn't say his
I knew
part.
the story, but I didn't hear his side of it because he couldn't speak until now.
Yeah, and so now he's literally sharing his
so
story.
To summarize, you guys, this guy.
No, we can't summarize because you need to watch his side.
Okay, can I give some background?
Okay, fine, yeah, give the
Okay.
background.
Tune in next episode for the full story. Shit.
Well, I mean, they can go on to TikTok. His name is
Um,
Brett Fairley.
Brett Fairley, basically when he was like 25, he met this girl, had a one-night stand with her, and she was like, I really want to have a baby. She was older. I really want to have a baby. baby, but like I don't want to pay for a sperm donor, blah blah blah. Will you be my sperm donor? And he was like, sure. Dumbass kid. He was like,
so stupid.
yeah, no strings. Like she told him, no strings
stupid.
attached. I just want to have a baby by myself. You won't be, you won't be responsible for it, whatever. I just need a sperm donor. Don't want to pay people, so I'll just do it with my friend. Then after she has the baby, she's like, this is your child. Basically wants support from him.
It's a whole thing.
It's a whole thing.
Took him to child support. Oh,
yeah.
but also,
mind you, they were never ever in a relationship, and she is like,
she like guilt tripped his family into like coming to the birth and all this crazy stuff.
Yeah, and so he witnessed the birth. Turns out the kid ain't even his. She somebody else.
All of this.
Yeah,
all of this.
That's not one. He ended up getting a paternity test.
Yeah.
It said 99.9%.
So we got another one.
Yeah.
She didn't believe it. So then he had the court order him because she was like, that's not even
but
real.
It just doesn't even make sense because the court saw
sense.
the paternity test and still like ruled in her favor. And it's like, what else is there to prove? I took a paternity test.
No, I think that he took outside, like if you went to Walmart and bought a paternity test, he took
You can buy those at Walmart?
Yes. You could. So he took like an outside one and she was like, no, that's irrelevant. Like you could have like.
But then didn't he do the court ordered one too?
Yes. And then he did the court ordered one, but I don't know where it stands. He's about to tell us. That's why we have to watch the thing. Anyway, you guys, it's kind of like a Risa Tisa like series.
Yeah.
It's
not
crazy.
who the did I marry? Who the did I?
No. For real. Crazy. Anyway, it's like a whole can of worms, and like I guess her cousin is like,
okay, wait,
her
devil's
cousin
advocate
is also crazy too.
Devil's advocate right now.
Yeah.
Also, we are pro sex workers here, but is he just a sex worker? Like he just got paid to her?
You have the craziest takes. No, he was a frat guy and just like randomly.
Okay, but he didn't shoot his to a cup and then she got
He's
artificially.
He's a southern guy.
That's a sex worker. He got paid for sex.
I guess, but I'm just saying, like, he's like a.
Okay, you see, now you're putting your preconceived notions about sex workers onto this man.
I'm just
when
saying,
he's doing the same exact job.
He literally said on the thing, he's like, it was like free ass. That's why
free ass, or was he paid for it?
Oh no, he wasn't paid.
Oh, okay, I thought he was paid. Never mind.
Good
He's dumb. I would have got paid. Like I give you a whole baby.
He literally was like,
something.
Like, well, might as well have.
Wait, he went from not getting paid free ass to spending how many thousands in child support for a child that wasn't his?
$760 a month or something
and
like that.
That is what I mean when I say the older you get, the more you realize things.
True. $52,000 he's paid in
she better owe him that back.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening. So anyway, it's absolutely crazy. And then Nurse Hadley is this angel on TikTok that I already followed. She is a hospice nurse, and so she like helps. It's like I've obviously my dad died. I'm part of the Dead Dads Club or Dead Parents Club. So my like
now we're back in the corner throwing up gang signs.
Yeah, like yes, girl. So like she like helps people teach people how to deal with grief and that kind of thing. And she just happens to be dating him like randomly, right? Like, but she was not ready to out their relationship on social media, and
the girl
baby mama did. The whole thing. That's the whole thing.
What a piece of.
Yeah, it's a whole thing. But she's like the sweetest human. Like,
wait, but she's who is the baby's father, and why aren't you going after him for money?
I guess they found the baby's father. She just I don't.
Honestly, you know what? You know what? Honestly, this poor child.
But that's what they think. I think that allegedly, I think that that's kind of what the issue is that she saw this like nice little white boy with a good family, came for money. Let me go with this guy. Let me go with this guy instead of this guy.
Yeah.
Even though it was impossible. She knew that when she was pregnant and when she told him
she was drinking.
She was drinking.
Yeah.
She wasn't pregnant.
Yeah.
Insane.
And he was able to prove that with his binder of receipts. God bless.
It's the whole thing's insane. Anyway, I'm surprised you didn't cover that, but it's a lot, so I get it.
Well, yeah, I gotta. Well, he hasn't even finished the story. So.
No, he hasn't finished the story. He's dropping everything per day. It's a lot.
Wow.
I was there.
But I
like
love
2 hours the other day.
I love a good series like that, though.
Me too.
I watched all 50 parts of Who the Fuck Did I Marry?
I didn't watch any of it.
I watched it on 2 times speed, but I watched it.
Okay. See, I need to watch it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So
well,
I guess that's my very. Didn't I tell you?
It was
wholesome.
Super scoop. I'm proud.
It was fun.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go watch it again.
Just a super scoop.
Have you ever seen those memes where it's like? I looked through my man's phone, but all I found was his Google search history of how can I tell if my girlfriend is on the autism spectrum.
No. What? Oh my God, David.
And I feel like the longer, and I feel like the more I binge watch this show, Meecha's probably Googling that. Like, can she just really relate to these people?
Oh my God. You probably already.
And I'm like, no, I just want you to bring me gifts every time we have a date.
Like, come on. Meech gives you gifts. Though.
Yeah, no, that's definitely our love language.
Okay, wait.
Okay, it's time for Ask Ashley. We actually have not even looked at the responses, so we're just gonna
It's not
pick
ask.
one.
Ashley is sucking at the intros today. It's Ask Ashley and Carlene.
You can say your part.
I'm just saying. Anyway, we haven't even looked at the questions, and hopefully you guys submitted some good ones. So let's see.
Okay, it is time for Ask Ashley
And Carlene.
Okay, this one is a doozy, and I'm gonna be coming up with my on the spot because I don't know where to go with this. Are you ready?
No, I'm not, but here we are.
My boyfriend of 4 years recently said he doesn't want to have children. We're 29. I'm unsure if I want children. Do we just wait it out? I don't know what to do. This is tough.
She doesn't know she wants to have children either. Do I just wait it out?
I think this is the time you gotta answer that question for yourself, really.
This is one of those times where you kind of have to. Okay, I'm only like hesitating because my friend, one of my good friends, she was like, oh, I'm never gonna have kids, blah 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 blah, and now suddenly at 35, she's like, actually, I do want kids.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, but so like I don't want her to be like, well, breaking it off and then regretting that she left the relationship if everything else is fine, and then like 5 years later he decides that he wants kids and
she decides she doesn't want them and she broke it off for no reason.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, so, but that's hard. Ashley,
honestly, I would say I think honestly, I would wait it out until you have a more firm opinion on it, really. Because like, why ruin something good for no reason until an actual reason arises?
That's a good point, because if you are on the fence about it anyway, you might not be.
Well, listen, if you still don't know if you want kids, clearly you're not in any place to start having them anytime soon.
Yeah.
You're 29, but still.
I'm 35 and I'm just now thinking about having kids.
So I think don't wait it out, but be conscious of how you feel about.
I would just like they have to like have open communication about it.
Yeah.
Like revisit.
Maybe do check-ins.
Like maybe revisit this.
Yeah.
Revisit this in like
a year,
6 months, maybe 6 months.
6 months.
Quarterly, maybe.
Yeah. Quarterly. Every time you file a tax return.
I don't know, because that's a hard one. But I agree though. If everything else, if you have like multiple reasons to break up with him, then like let it go.
Yeah. If that's just like the straw that broke the camel's back, let it go.
Yeah. But if everything else is fine and then this is just like the one thing that
it's like the unknown.
Like then I agree with you. I would just
wait it out until you
ride it out.
Yeah. And
at least kind of see.
And if you're happy in your relationship, it's not wasted time. You were happy this whole time.
Yeah, exactly. And it's not like you were ready to have kids either. So even if you found somebody else that was ready to have kids.
Even if you decide you want to have kids, you clearly are not at that point yet. And meaning, you still got time to figure that out and find somebody who wants to have kids if you decide you want to have kids.
Yeah, so but
if you decide you don't want to have kids, then you're good. You already got your guy.
Yeah, I like this. I like this game plan for you.
Yeah, but honestly, I would just be
honestly, this is one of the easier ones.
Yeah, I know. It was like really daunting in the beginning, and then we're like, actually,
yeah.
I think you just have to be really conscious about it. Like, start thinking a little bit harder about it. Can I imagine my life at the end of my life not having children? Will I be happy? Can I imagine my life at the end of it having children? Will I be happy? And I think and keep that line of communication open with him so that neither of you are wasting each other's time.
I don't know clearly if I could even answer those questions though that you just asked.
What
if at the end of my life I had no children?
If at the end of your life you didn't have children, would you feel like something was missing? Do you think?
Yeah, because like for me, I want to have kids, but mainly because I want to like experience that, not because I like want to have another person on this world with my DNA. Like it's not like that. It's more like I want to experience being a mother. I want to be able to raise children. I want to be able to experience that. So like selfishly, I want to have kids so that I could experience it, not necessarily like for procreation reasons. You know what I mean?
No, I'm just like, I don't know why I want to have kids. I just do. I just want to be a mom.
That's what I'm saying. You want to experience it. It's kind of weird to think because it's like, okay, but that's another thing.
It's I think I'd be like good at it,
as
good as I could be.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
But like, no, I think you'd be a good mom. I think it's one of those things where it's like, you know how you say, oh, it's a selfish decision to bring children into this world. It is a selfish decision.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
You're doing it for yourself, literally for yourself.
Honestly, yeah. Like, you know how people try to make the argument like, oh my God, you're so selfish for not wanting to have kids?
Yeah.
It's way more selfish to have kids.
Yeah, way more selfish. Like,
and there's nothing wrong with that. Like,
it's not until they're 18. I'm sorry. I was hitting my mom up for toilet paper and money at 22, okay? 25.
Okay, I feel like it's selfish to want to have a child. It's selfless to actually like be a mother, like be a good mother.
Yes.
You know, be a good parent is
I
a
agree.
selfless act. But it is I don't think it's selfish to not want to have kids.
Yeah, I agree. I think, but that's my point, is that like you kind of have to break that down and figure that out, but you have time to do that. You're 29.
Wait, I take it back.
What?
I think it is selfish to not want to have kids, but I don't think there's anything wrong with being selfish sometimes.
I don't think it's selfish.
Like some people,
No, I don't think. I think the first one was right.
I don't think it's a bad thing.
No, I think the first take was right. It's selfless to not want to have kids, and it's selfish to want to have kids.
Maybe selfish isn't even the phrase to describe it at all.
Yeah.
Honestly,
but but also like, because okay, at the end of the day, maybe it was selfish to not want to have kids. Like, I don't know, 100 years ago when like there was less people on this earth, right? But now we have minimal resources. Okay, we have minimal resources. Okay, we're over here looking at Gonest, trying to get
I think
stuff from China.
I think it's selfish to want to have kids when you can't provide for children.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So like
when you don't have the means to
I feel
actually
like it's actually
make a good life for them.
It's selfish to have.
And I don't mean like, oh, you have to be rich. Just like, can you afford to keep a roof over their head and food in their bellies? Like, that's it. Yeah.
I mean, it could be top ramen and rice.
Whatever it is.
It's still food.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Wait, that was another TikTok drama.
What?
This lady that was like living in a hotel. Yeah, lady living in a hotel with 7 kids.
Oh, yeah. You're talking about the Resilient Jenkins.
No, there was another one.
Oh.
Yeah, there was another one. Yeah, that is selfish.
Yeah.
When you just
Resilient
keep procreating
Jenkins,
when
in our opinion, would be selfish because she's bringing children over and over and over again, but they have like 4 kids in a
one bedroom.
One bedroom.
And she had the kids sleeping in the living room.
Yeah. They just got evicted.
She had the kids sleeping in the living room. Like, hello, what if you get robbed?
And then her husband doesn't.
Oh yeah, they have. Yeah,
her husband. I don't think they're actually, but like literally was
got his whole PS5 set up in the room.
Yeah, he's always like.
We were talking about this earlier.
Yeah,
about men that play video games.
Like, I love it when David plays a video game because it's like, okay, he like leaves me alone.
You say that like David be bothering you.
No, he doesn't. But I mean, like, you know what I mean? He's like up there playing his little nerdo game. That's what I call it.
Yeah.
But like,
Meech doesn't play video games at all.
It's one thing for him to play a nerdo game like every once in a while. It's another thing every minute of every day. Like,
but I think that's also like an age thing. Like Meech and David are the same age. They were not like, what did they have? Like Super Nintendo and like Sega Dreamcast. Like they weren't the Call of Duty, Halo era.
Correct.
You know,
that's true. Like, the Call of Duty is like scary.
Yeah, my brother's one of those. Thank God I don't have to date him.
Mm-mm.
I think that's honestly probably why it like grosses me out, but like I could never date a gamer.
You see.
It's just like that's too close to my brother and I want no parts of that.
You grew up and you saw
I grew up being so him hogging the Wi-Fi and being loud as hell.
God.
As I was trying to record my YouTube videos, he'd be in the other room screaming, cursing.
That'd be annoying.
And I'd be like, shut up. like, oh, you think you can scream loud? I can scream louder, mother.
I literally
all your friends on your little headset are gonna hear me, okay?
I can picture this. Oh my God.
Or just trying to go to sleep because he's older than me, so he graduated high school before. I would be just trying to sleep so I could go to school the next morning. And he's up at 3 in the morning cursing, and we shared a wall. So anyway, I hate gamers. No, I'm kidding.
Okay, but this is I'm bringing it back to our Ask Ashley. No, this is a good point though.
Like, I forgot that's where we started. Oh my God.
You're literally in charge of them for life.
For life and. It's life. I still be calling my mom for everything.
You literally half the time I'm looking at my sim, aka Ashley, she's at her mom's house. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. And if I'm not calling my mom asking her something, she's calling me asking something.
That's true. Last time she called like 5 times.
Oh my God! Don't get us started on that.
We love you.
Love you, our biggest fan.
Literally,
she actually called me on the way over here to laugh at Carlene thinking Ashanti was dead. She's a little behind in the episodes, but we love her.
I mean, my mom still has.
She was literally in her office cracking up. I answered the phone and she was like, I didn't know if she was crying and about to tell me bad news or if she was laughing for a hot second because she was like sobbing laughing.
I mean, it is what it is.
We're funny.
We are. I agree. Oh my gosh! You know what?
What?
So basically, girl, you got time.
Yeah, you got some time.
We're not worried. We're not worried about
check
you.
Check back in 6 months.
We're not worried about you. You shouldn't be worried about you.
Yeah.
Just
if you're happy,
go with the flow, and then like
if you're happy, wait it out. If you're not happy, get out of there.
I would say that around like 33-ish is when you should like really start thinking like, do I want kids or I don't want kids?
check back in when you turn 30, actually.
Yeah, you have till 30.
Yeah, but you feel a lot different at 30. You don't think it's gonna. You feel a lot different at 30.
And let me
and it's
tell
not a bad thing. You don't feel old. You just feel like more like you know yourself better.
Yeah, and you finally can afford life. Well, ideally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't want a kid ruining that. Not at least for.
I feel like I wasn't financially stable until now to have a kid. I don't know. Call me crazy.
No, I know. Like, listen,
but,
dude.
Like what?
And we're like very blessed. But
I know we're very, very blessed. So I'm like
to think about
I
people.
Didn't feel like I was financially stable until recently.
I don't understand how people just be popping out kids.
I don't get it either.
And just like,
and you know what? People say, oh, they get that money for the tax return. I don't get money back, boo boo. So. You're talking to influencers.
That's just. I mean, it's a good deduction, but not enough.
Yeah, it's like not people, but people really do have kids for the deduction. It's like weird.
That's selfish.
I agree. But I'm just saying, like, that's not a factor for me because, like, hello.
No.
I owe taxes.
Can we write off their diapers if we put them in a vlog? No, I'm kidding. I feel like that's how a lot of these family channels be thinking. That's how those family channels be thinking.
No, but they really do be thinking like that.
I don't trust a family channel.
I don't either.
I don't trust a family channel. Ruby Frankie?
Frankie, yeah. I haven't read. Have you read the book yet? There's her daughter just came out with a book, and I guess it's really, really good.
Oh, I'm gonna get that on Audible.
Yeah, I know. I love Audible.
But yeah, no, I watched the Netflix one, or was it Hulu?
I haven't watched the Netflix one or Hulu. Don't give me any spoilers. Don't give me any spoilers.
You know what? I'm gonna just say this: the husband was up in that documentary as if he wasn't there the entire time.
Kevin Frankie, we see you, and we know that you were.
He was
complacent.
like acting like a victim. And listen,
he has to at this point.
The last year of them being with her, he didn't live with he was brainwashed by that. Honestly, you're just as at fault.
Yeah,
because you're supposed to be the leader of the family.
He's complacent in it too.
Yeah, and he was all up in the documentary trying to act like he had no parts of it.
No,
and it's like that was your wife, but those were also your children.
It's like one of those things where, like you're doing it again for selfish reasons. He didn't want to be bothered to figure it out, so selfishly he's just like, okay, you got this.
Yeah,
and obviously she didn't.
Yeah, and then she fell in love with the crazy lady.
Oh my god! Don't give me anything away. Don't give anything away. But
anyway, that's Ask Ashley, I guess.
Yeah,
that was a lot of side quests in that one.
Wow.
Thank you for that.
The ADHD is running rampant today,
dude. We need.
I did not sleep well. Did you sleep well?
No,
Kelly didn't either.
I did overnight curls.
Me too. I
slept like my hair looks great today, but I slept like.
Mine didn't work. Well, I also didn't put anything in it for it to hold.
Oh, my should just be holding.
Oh well, can't relate.
Anyway,
a bow, but I don't really have one. You know what we should do? We should just.
None of our friends are sending us stories.
Nobody is sending us stories, and we have plenty of stories, but I'm also like,
I want to sprinkle them.
I want to sprinkle them. Like I don't want it just to be just us. All right.
Okay, y'all. Bow time. And honestly, we've run out of influencer stories, so I'm just gonna tell you about a time when I encountered in a bow IRL, and I didn't just encounter her once, not twice, several times, and both of you have encountered her too.
Oh God!
And I'm talking about the receptionist at the nail salon we all used to go to because
oh my God, I know exactly who you're talking about.
We stopped going there because she was so. I mean, also because
I don't think she works there anymore.
Thank God.
Because I had to go there the other day.
Thank God.
On a Monday, because my typical place is closed on Mondays, and I had to go there, and she wasn't there. It was a guy.
Yeah, thank God.
No, literally. Okay, continue on.
She came for me.
Okay, whatever. Yeah, exactly.
I'll talk about that after. Okay, anyway, so the nail salon we all used to go to, the lady at the front desk, and listen, mind you, when I walk into a place, I'm happy, I'm smiley, especially if I'm about to get my nails done.
Yeah, I was going to say,
I'm ready to relax. I'm ready for that massage chair. I'm ready to whatever.
Oh, I love a massage chair.
Yeah. So every time I would walk in there, and it took me like 2-3 times to realize, oh no, she's just a
she's literally
just
always.
And you know the people pleaser in me, I was like, no, she's gonna love me. She's gonna love me.
Okay, you know what's funny is I used to do that too. I'm like, oh, how's your day going?
I never went that far. I
literally be like, oh, how are you doing? She's like,
and every time I would go with Rebecca, she would like egg me on. Anyway, so listen, first time I walk in there, and I used to go with my mom. We would get our nails done together, and I walk in, and I'm like, hi, how are you? And she's like, how can I help you? No, like just like that, like barely looked up. How can I help you?
Sometimes she's on the phone too.
Yeah.
Like it's
on
not
her
like
phone.
on her phone.
Yeah. And I guess I said like, oh, we need 2 gel manicures and gel pedicures, whatever.
And you guys, just for context, this is a big nail salon. This is
no,
a
it's
very
like,
well-known nail salon in central New Jersey.
There's like 20 stations for nails, 20 pedicure chairs. Like it's
They're
huge.
probably
and they
bringing
have
in thousands of dollars
and
a
they
day.
have so many nail techs on
At least
like,
20 nail techs a day.
all like round the clock.
On deck.
Yeah. So even if you wait, like somebody, the turnover rate is crazy.
Yeah. So my point is,
yeah.
is she should be paying attention.
Yeah.
Like
a lot is happening.
There's things to do.
Yeah. And it's like a whole system. They got a board on the thing where it's like, if like it'll tell you who the next nail tech is. Like they got a whole system. It's like off track betting on that board. It's color coded and everything. So I would walk in. Oh, we need 2 gel pedicures, 2 manicures, whatever. And she'd be like, "Okay, there's a wait." Okay.
How long of a wait?
No, not even how long. Okay, that's fine because I know I just came in here and it's a busy time and I didn't call and make a reservation. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. Well, you can sit.
This is exactly how she was. Too.
I know. And like literally at that point, like at first I'm like, oh, maybe she's whatever. Like I'm not giving it too much attention because I'm not really paying that much attention to her. But when she said, okay, well, you can have a seat. Excuse me? Like, you want to fight?
No, literally, but it doesn't matter. Like, this was like over the course of like months. Like, I feel like she worked there for well over a year.
Oh, yeah.
At least.
Yeah.
And I just remember going in and I'm like,
every time.
Dude, is she
like the first time I was like, maybe she's just having a bad day.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll give her some grace. We'll get
the benefit of
the doubt.
the
second time, same thing. The third time, I'm like, oh, you're just a cunt. Yeah. Like you're. Listen.
No, she actually is.
Because
like,
then,
really,
and then
really
I was
bad.
like, because then I would be sitting there waiting. And I'd be like, oh, maybe it's just me. Maybe she just don't like pretty girls. Because you know how. Listen.
Yeah.
Not to pull the whole pretty privilege thing, but sometimes see a pretty girl and they just don't like you just because you're cute.
I would walk in there looking homeless and I would get the same kind of attitude. Like it literally would not matter. It wouldn't. I'm telling you, it wouldn't matter.
Most of the time I went there was like at the end of my day, so I had my makeup on.
I have been there at 10 a.m. I've been there at 6 p.m.
And I used to be like, listen, I know it's like
I've been there on a Tuesday.
We're here at 5:45 and y'all close at 7 and we're getting a mani and a pedi. Like you're pissed that I came in
because the owner is happy.
The owner is like, yeah, y'all will stay late to finish this person.
Yes,
because I've seen when the owner goes up there.
I have also seen, and that girl does not stay late. So what are you tripping about?
Word, like
no, I'm literally, it's just her.
She counts that register, and because there have been times where she's rushed me to pay before my nails are even done, so that she can get out of there. And I'm like, why would I help you? You're a
No, it's absolutely wild.
Anyway,
yeah.
So at first I was like, maybe she just don't like me. Maybe she just don't like pretty whatever. Which, listen, anyway.
Yeah, go to therapy.
But then I would sit there and watch her and do the same thing to every other person that walked in after me. And I'm like, if you don't like this job, just don't do it. Just quit.
This actually makes me feel better because I always thought it was me.
And the only time she was ever nice to me was the time that she was trying to get out of there early. She was like, oh my God, yeah, like I have to drive, blah, blah, blah. And it was me and Rebecca and my mom. We're still all getting our nails done. And she was like trying to be nice so that we would pay so that she could count the register and go. And it's like, oh, all of a sudden we're besties. All of a sudden you want to tell me about your life. You're
and
maybe if you were nice when I walked in, I would have no problem doing this.
She's definitely young, and you can tell this is like one of her first jobs, but like not to the point where like you should not know better. You know what I mean? Like she should know better.
You're in a customer service position.
Like at first I was like, oh, maybe it's
no. What really ticked me off, what really pissed me off, and I was like, no, for real, you are really is when I witnessed her be mean to the nail techs.
Oh wait, what? I've never witnessed that.
The way she talked to them, I did not appreciate
what did she
whatsoever.
Say?
Not even like, it's just the tone. Like, you know, like when somebody's like talking down and it's like,
I'm sorry,
just the front desk girl. They actually have a skill.
I was gonna say,
like they're over here banging these pedicures out.
You should be thanking them because without them, you wouldn't have a job.
Yeah, I guarantee you, they know how to put a reservation in that computer. You, on the other hand, don't know how to clip a cuticle.
Not the cuticle.
I would not trust you with a nail drill. Hello.
Oh my God, no.
Anyway,
we should go and
see
if she's
But I know, but you know what? I feel very validated because obviously it wasn't just me.
No, I'm telling you, it was everybody. And I wonder, actually, let's look on Google real quick and see
if they're still if she's still there.
No, just like if they are actually Google reviews, because I feel like other people must have the same.
Oh my God, there must be a Google review about her. See. I'm surprised I didn't leave one because she pissed me the off. And it was like we were going there for like what months, Rebecca, right?
I went there for years, you guys, years. And she wasn't there the whole time. Like it was newer.
She must have started right when I started. Every time we went. And then there was another younger girl that was just as much of a I'm like, is this your daughter?
Okay, so the recent reviews are good, but she's not. I swear she's not there anymore. So let me scroll down.
Maybe
for like a year.
Search the review for like front desk or like receptionist.
Like every single one is 5 stars.
Even though she would answer the phone, I've overheard. Like,
hello.
Yeah. And listen, I didn't want to bring this up, but I feel like it's pertinent to the story.
But yeah.
The nail salon is Asian owned.
Yeah, I feel like there's a whole entire thing. This is gonna be. I'm not gonna go down the side quest, but there's a whole entire reason why most nail techs are Asian.
Why?
So I guess in the 50s, I think it was in the 50s or 40s, whatever, 50s, 60s, whatever. Most of them are Vietnamese, and it's because there is actress Tippi Hedren worked with the Vietnamese refugees after the Vietnam War. So basically, there was a bunch of Vietnam refugees coming in and
being trained.
Yeah, well, they didn't have any
skills.
So like, I mean, they had skills, but you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And so Tippi was like, okay, girls, here's what we're gonna do. And she was like an actress, and she basically had a bunch of connections in Hollywood and stuff. And she literally trained them to be nail techs. And she opened up the first nail salon.
Passed it on to like,
and it like turned in this whole thing. Yeah.
Oh my God, I love that. Well, that's kind of similar to how like
Isn't
all
that
the
crazy?
like, have you ever seen the story about like the donut shops in LA too?
Mm-mm.
Well, most of them are also owned by Vietnamese people because like one Vietnamese guy like started working for the owner of a donut shop, and then he started his own, and then he would give loans out to other people that were coming over from Vietnam to start their own, and it was like a whole chain.
Yeah, so basically same exact thing. Word of mouth and connections within the Vietnamese community helped spread the practice of nail work.
That.
So, and the low barriers to entry, you know, all that kind of thing. So anyway,
all that to say,
that's why they're Vietnamese owned, or not most Asian owned. Yeah. So anyway,
I'm not sure.
So it's an Asian owned nail salon.
Yes, and the receptionist was white, and it showed.
Oh my God, I thought we weren't recording for a second.
Oh, I was like, no, that was a really bad reaction for what I said.
I thought we were recording.
Just, like,
okay, sorry.
Anyway, Asian-owned nail salon, and the front desk girl was white, and
she was talking down to them.
Yeah, I didn't appreciate how she talked to anybody, including me and my mother.
Like, I don't know. So obviously, I can't find any unpositive reviews. So I bet you she's gone. We should go. Let's go and see.
No negative reviews?
There's no negative reviews except for one that's like mad about a design. But like, yeah, I can't find any negative reviews. Interesting. Yeah, 4 months ago, a year ago. Positive.
I haven't been there in like 2 years, I would say.
Yeah, what the heck?
Did you search?
No, because I'm on Google.
Anyway, that's my real life Bo story.
And you can't find any, can you?
No, nothing about her.
I
feel like they must
you.
have deep cleaned any reviews about her.
Either they deep cleaned or everybody just
is afraid of her.
Everybody just knew that that's what you had to deal with to be there.
And it's like you only have to interact with her.
Oh my God, no, I found one. I found one.
What is
it? Wait.
Read it.
2 years ago.
Yeah.
I walked in to make an appointment, and the woman appeared very irritated.
Like she was immediately irritated.
Just annoyed.
Like just to see you.
I asked about the girl I usually go to, and she immediately gave me an attitude. Not sure if she was racist or just having a bad day.
No, that's what I thought at first
too.
Oh my God,
okay, so it's not just us.
Yes. I was like, do you just not like pretty Puerto Ricans? Like,
no, she definitely doesn't comprehend the concept of customer service.
No, that's perfectly worded.
There is nothing really special about this nail spot.
No,
so I'm okay with
other
not
than
giving
it's
them my
convenient
business.
because it's like in a thing with other stores that everybody goes to. It's right next to Ulta.
Literally. Wait, that is
It's between an Ulta and a Home Goods. It's a really good location and a Crumble.
That is crazy.
Not for the nails, yeah.
Yeah, that was like
that's the review I would give too. Like she'd literally, you would walk in and she's already pissed about you being there. Like she had to touch you.
Yeah, she didn't have to do anything other than just like say, you know what's funny? All the reviews 3 years ago and 2 years ago are 1 star.
It was her fault.
Literally, it really was. That's wild, man. Insane. Anyway, that's our real life. But honestly, I can corroborate that one. Because that was wild. I mean, hello, the random Google review can corroborate it. Okay.
I feel very validated.
Okay, good. Yeah,
she was
same.
a bitch. I hope whatever she's doing for work now does not.
She needs to
does not include any other human.
Yeah, I was gonna say she needs to like.
Customer service is not her bag.
Like, yeah, she just needs to. Maybe she needs to be
data
like on
entry,
an assembly line.
Data entry
with like a robot. Maybe that would be good. Like boxing up Amazon stuff. David loved that. He did that during the pandemic for a minute, and he loved it.
Really?
He was like, oh, "Babe, I got 25,000 steps in today." I'm like, "You're insane."
25,000? That's
no,
impressive.
he was like, "Should I pick up another shift so I can get more steps?" it was a whole thing. Anyway, that's
You
another
guys have
tangent.
lived a million lives. I swear.
That's another tangent we don't need to go down today.
David working for Amazon, like never knew that happened.
It was just during the pandemic. It was the whole thing. I'll tell you later.
Okay.
Anyway,
y'all.
wow,
What a good episode.
I feel like
this was the most ADHD episode of
I
all.
literally think
we
so.
had so many side quests,
but
they were all interesting.
Was not prepared for this episode.
Are we ever?
Sometimes.
Speak for yourself.
Sometimes, every once in a while.
I'm just here for a good Sam.
But yeah, you guys. Oh my god, I'm kind of sad.
One more episode,
Yeah,
and then we're taking our breaky poo.
What the hell?
We gotta
Honestly,
we gotta
need a little
prepare
refresh. We need a little refresh.
Yeah.
Because I feel like on Instagram
we need some things to happen.
Yeah, we just need some
tea.
I need some tea. I need to get married. I need to be a bridesmaid real quick.
Period.
Wait, co-star.
Oh,
co-star. Let's see.
Oh, Rebecca's was funny as hell today. Mine says loyalty doesn't mean letting them get away with it.
You're talking about your dues? Oh, that's the top thing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, what?
Loyalty doesn't mean letting them get away with it.
Yeah, I would agree.
I agree too.
Okay, yeah. Mine says leave a light on for yourself. What does that mean? Oh, my sparkle's gone. So like, don't forget about myself.
I thought like maybe like just like they say leave a light on for yourself. Like don't go into things in the dark. Like don't walk around in the dark aimlessly.
I don't get it.
Like okay, leave a light. I hear like leave a light on for yourself is like, you know, a little night light.
I was thinking this is more deep. Like leave a light on. Like don't forget about yourself, girl.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Okay,
but
whatever.
Like,
what are your dues?
So that you're not going like you're not in the darkness.
What are your dues?
My dues are Venus flytraps, fire extinguishers, and scapegoats. I'm putting out fires and I'm finding other people to blame.
Yeah, I feel like you have been blaming me.
And I'm trapping them.
You are. Oh my god, I'm a bridesmaid now. I can't leave. Okay, my dues are dark chocolate. Honestly, that sounds so good. Vitamin D. Lord, we need some of that.
Sun.
And warm socks, which I'm not wearing socks this episode.
And you've been
hiding your
pedicure.
My feet right
She used to go see the nail salon.
Yeah,
I
was gonna say.
You need to go get verbally assaulted.
Literally. Okay.
My don'ts are weaponizing.
Okay.
Avoidance.
Okay.
And soap opera. So you're telling me I'm about to trap people and put out fires and find other people to blame without avoiding a soap opera?
I swear
I'm so
they
confused.
make some of the stuff up. Like it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Some of these don't make sense.
Get it.
Okay, my don'ts are screens. Actually, I guess I haven't been on screen that much today. No, I'm saying I haven't. I posted real quick this morning and then here, but I'm not on the screen.
Well, that's because you got Trisha Paytas tonight. So
yes!
you'll be
Oh my god, we didn't tell them that.
Yeah, she's going to see Trisha.
Moldy bread. Period. You ate that last bagel. I honestly can't remember when I bought them. So
they were not moldy.
Okay, good.
They were a little stale, but not moldy.
And don't go down memory lane.
Okay.
Period.
Okay. Moldy bread. We did walk in and say it smelled like toast in here, but I was in that pantry for a while. None of the bread is moldy.
Okay, I was gonna say I figured it out last week, so
I checked on the bread.
Anyway, y'all,
love you, mean it. Make sure
love
you
say it back. Mwah, mwah.
Give us a thumbs up. Leave us a comment down below.
And
follow us. Subscribe.
Ashley, why do you sound dead?
Because I am a little bit.
Oh my god. Anyway, no, you guys, we survived episode 6.
Yay!
And we're gonna do episode 7. One more to go, and then we'll have a little breaky poo, and we'll be back and better than ever. So
love you, mean it. Bye.
Bye.